Okay. Welcome, everyone. First episode. I think we're tentatively, by the way, going to call this Octagon Dons because that's what Sarah's doing all the graphic design for.
All right.
So that's what I think I'm going to call it. But anyways, we got Shane over there on the left, Max in the middle, and Anthony. This has been a long time coming. I've always wanted to do this, especially because Max bets a lot of these fights, which makes it a lot more entertaining for me.
Well, I do not illegally gamble. Disclaimer.
Mr. Dana
no.
White, yeah.
And,
Legal streams, no.
And then Shane, legitimate fighter, legitimate like career fighter at this point. Like, it's,
Yes.
how long would you say you've been fighting?
5 years.
Yeah, so that's
When I was
legit.
22, so since I was
Yeah,
a teenager.
that's legit.
Yeah.
And then Anthony, just the overall enthusiast, also like probably the president of Team McGregor at this point.
Oh, you're a big fan, are you?
Big fan.
His liver
That's a
has
hard go.
suffered.
It's a hard go right now.
Yeah.
We're in
It's
tough
tough
waters
water.
right now. But
So yeah, so first episode, just getting used to it, getting used to the mics, getting used to the cameras, getting used to the lights. But we actually had some pretty good shit go on, so it's a convenient time to have the first
Yeah,
episode
for sure.
because a lot of good shit has happened. There's a lot to talk about. So yeah, boys, go ahead, let's do it.
All right, I guess we'll start with that Derek Lewis uppercut last night, which, I mean, I lost it. I don't know how you guys reacted, but
No,
when I
Yeah,
saw
round
that
2,
uppercut,
1 minute, 26 seconds into the second round.
boom.
Boom,
That was it,
man.
yeah.
He was losing that fight. Curtis throwing elbows. I think significant strikes. It was like 40-3 at that point. They pulled the
Yeah.
graphic up right before the knockout.
Yeah.
Like, Lewis just getting dominated all fight.
Can't
Just
count
come-
him
Just comes up with that uppercut, that power.
out.
Yeah, I felt bad for Curtis Blades with the pre-fight interview he did regarding his style and how he only wrestles all the time and he doesn't care about the fans' enthusiasm towards the fight. And talking about how he just wants his win bonus, like it's guaranteed, and then he comes around and gets flatlined the same night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a
I
tough
felt bad
guy.
for him a little bit. You gotta love Derek Lewis. He's just naturally hilarious. But I felt bad for Curtis talking about that. And then he wasn't just like TKO'd. He was proper flatlined. Yeah.
in that shadow realm.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, they didn't even call it either. They let
you got-
Lewis get on top of him a little
Well,
bit.
he
Yeah,
fell
right
so slowly.
Yeah.
That
Was
was
Herb
crazy.
Dean the referee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a meme of Herb Dean
Yeah,
like
that-
sprinting. Yeah.
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 He was like out, but still hunched over on his feet, and then like
Fell
Yeah,
back in
yeah,
the
he
tree.
Slumped over. That's how you know it's bad.
slowly.
He got knocked out when he was
Yeah.
who was it? When Edson Barboza knocked out Terry Edom. Same
Mhm.
thing. When he got flatlined, he went straight board, but it was a little bit different because he's such a big dude.
Yeah,
He
it
got
took him a
slumped
little
over.
bit. Yeah.
Yep.
He was on he won like 9 out of 10 there too. So now he's set back a little bit for that title fight.
Curtis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Curtis was on a roll before that fight, but you run into a guy like Derek Lewis, you can ask a few guys in the past how that
Who did Curtis
goes.
fight last before this?
And then look
We're
that
gonna
up.
have to look that up, but
Yeah.
Curtis was
It
on a
wasn't,
win streak. I know that.
Was it who is
can't
who am I-
remember.
no who just got knocked out by jeez. Alistair Overeem, no?
Oh, was
It
it?
might have been over
Yeah.
him, right? Yeah.
Let's see.
Overeem's been
Look that up.
active.
That's some tough competition. He won a good amount. He won a good amount of those fights too.
I
9
mean,
out of
two
10.
savages, man. When you look at those two guys get into the octagon, it's just they're scary human beings,
Yeah.
man. You don't want to run into somebody like that.
See if I can get this up.
I mean, anybody that gets into a cage with that dude, like straight animal, man.
Alright, I got it right here.
Curtis
Before
Blue-
that. Oh, Volkov.
Alexander Volkov, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Junior Dos Santos. Did he ever fight Alistair Overeem? Yeah, he fought Alistair, but that was a long time ago, like
Yeah.
6 fights
2018.
ago.
Yeah.
It was on the Romero card, the Whitaker Romero card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Number
remember
2.
that.
I felt bad for Alistair as well recently. He
Yeah.
was trying to go for that title run,
Yeah.
and he gets knocked out. And he got cut open, right? It wasn't a knockout. Was it a knockout?
Uh.
I think it was a knockout as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talking
KO.
about going for one last title run and gets flatlined again.
Yeah.
That's super sad.
Yeah, it's tough. That's the UFC world, man. You can
Yeah.
win like 3 or 4 fights. All it takes is back-to-back losses. You're
Yeah.
down the rankings
Like
again.
Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
sometimes you just never get that shot.
Yeah.
That's why if you get that title shot, I mean, some
Tough.
people you can tell you get under those lights. Main
Uh.
event, UFC pay-per-view. I mean, even to get there, the fight game's so unforgiving. You
Yeah.
can just lose one fight and your career could be done.
Yeah, people forget it. Yeah, it's only your last performance that people really care about.
Yep.
Yeah, just like when Cowboy was on his run and people were saying he should, like that dad power, dad
Yeah.
Cowboy,
Dad
Yeah.
Cerrone.
dad Cerrone. Then who did he fight? Did he fight Tony Ferguson? He lost like 3 in a row. He fought Justin Gaethje, then
Yeah.
Tony
Yeah,
Ferguson.
he
Like,
fought all
who the
studs.
fuck would fight them 2 in a row?
Yeah,
Yeah.
all studs. And then he goes out and fights Connor for Connor's comeback.
Now he's trying to fight Diego Sanchez. That's
Yeah.
just fucking disrespectful. That's just so bad. That's so
Really?
bad. They should both retire on
What's
that
up with
fight.
this Diego Sanchez talk lately? I've been hearing
Yeah.
that name a lot lately.
Yeah, Diego Sanchez fighting Cowboy Cerrone. I think that's just kind of like a payoff to both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 legendary careers. I mean,
I think we
hats
know
off
that
to both.
Cowboy's going to take that one.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a question, but I don't know
Yeah.
if they should both retire because Cowboy's much better than Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably their time.
Yeah. They've been in it for a while.
Yeah, Ultimate Fighter season 1, right? Diego
Yeah.
Sanchez.
Was
Yeah.
he?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
the
he
first
was, yeah.
season. Yeah,
How old is he now?
He's up there, man.
Yeah.
30 something, right? 36, I think. Diego
Yeah.
Sanchez. So what about that last night? Who was before that? Who was before Derek Lewis?
What was it? The Thiago Santos.
Diego
like,
Sanchez is
wife.
39 years old.
Yeah, it's
girlfriend.
time to hang him
Damn.
up, Diego, man.
Damn.
Time to
DC
hang
went
him
to
up.
like he's a different breed, but he went to like 40.
All
Didn't
right,
he?
but
41?
DC
He's
started
41
late,
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DC was a late bloomer though. He
Yeah.
wrestled through college, right?
Yeah.
That dude was an animal wrestler.
Went to the Olympics, right?
Yeah, it's different. Like you can get into UFC that late and like have a long career, but Diego Sanchez has been like MMA fighting for at least I think he was young on the Ultimate Fighter
Yeah.
season 1. That
It's
dude's
almost like a
been-
Robbie Lawler. Like Robbie Lawler was 18 when he
Yeah.
started.
Yeah,
And
that's
he's still
crazy.
like it's not in contention, but
Yeah,
he's top 10, I think.
Yeah.
Still.
Still a
it's
dangerous fight.
crazy. Imagine getting hit in the face that much. It takes a special type of person to be able to do that.
So
Yeah.
before that fight, well, who was these two
Yuna-
unknowns?
Kuniskaya. It was the
Ketlin Vieira and Yana.
She's
Yeah, some Russian girl.
yeah,
Yeah.
she dates Thiago Santos. They're like
Oh,
together.
shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's his girl, right? Yeah,
That's
he
kinda
told me
cute.
that
Okay.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that is
Tiago's
actually-
fighting in a month or so, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
That was a decision round 5. I didn't get to watch that one. Let me look at the stats.
yeah, it was like I could see it going either way. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have been surprised if it was a split.
Yeah, it looked like Yana is a striker, and then,
Yeah.
but she won. She defended some takedowns, 3 out of 8 takedowns.
Yeah.
She defended 5.
She definitely won the striking game there. She busted her open at the end, I think an elbow on the ground.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. So 16 significant strikes, 7 landed for Ketlin.
Yeah.
And 47 landed for Yana. This girl only threw 51 total strikes,
Hmm.
and then Yana threw 250.
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot were off her,
247.
I
247.
feel like a lot were
Still.
off her back though. Like she
Yeah.
was kind of getting, like she was on her back a lot on the mat. She was just hitting from the bottom, but I don't know.
Talking about
still-
Ketlin? No, Yana.
Yeah, she was.
She got taken down,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
then she was just laying there for a while.
Mhm. But she was hitting. She was striking from the ground. So, yeah. I don't know. Was there any other standouts on the card?
That fight night, I mean, all I saw was a Derek Lewis
Yeah.
fight, so I can't
Well,
talk
before
too
that
much
was
about
Charles Rosa, who's a Boston
yeah.
boy.
From
it.
Peabody.
Oh, the Peabody kid.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's upsetting. Every time I see, like, who else is a Boston boy? Kelvin Qatar. And he
Oh,
just
that
got
was
tough.
tough. That was tough to watch.
dog shitted on
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
Max Holloway.
Max Holloway.
It's so upsetting. Like right when they get close to contention.
Yeah.
I've
He's
seen
had
it-
some tough fights though. Like.
Yeah, he was the dark horse, and then Max Holloway comes around and
Yeah.
takes it away from him. Charles Rosa was never really in contention.
Yeah.
He's
Rob
good
Font.
though. He's kind of an unorthodox striker, more of like a Taekwondo stance. I
Yeah,
think he
I'm-
trains around here near Boston at like a sister gym that I train at.
Is
but-
the would you say like the best Boston fighter right now? Well, best contention is maybe Rob Font. Is he still up? Well, Qatar, but he took a step back.
Yeah, who did Rob Font last? I was gonna say I
He
forgot
won- he
one.
just
Rob,
come off a
he
win,
just
yeah.
won against Rob Font. Just fought somebody. Now he wants to get a title shot. What weight is he? He's 135, 145.
Yeah, 35, I think. He's below Qatar.
He's 135. Yeah.
Where's he from?
Boston.
Rob Font, Boston, baby.
Boston,
Yeah.
Medford, maybe.
I was gonna say like Boston, or like Medford.
Yeah,
or
like
Malta.
Well, what are we gonna
Outskirts.
say? We're not in Boston.
Yeah.
We're from Boston, right? We're like 30, 40
that's
minutes
true.
outside of Boston. So.
Boston is like the tiniest major city ever.
Yeah.
That like everyone is usually from around Boston, but
Around.
like
Unless
New
you go
York is
west.
literally like New York City is like 5 Bostons. Houston is like 5 or 6 Boston.
Yeah,
so
we're
it's
the
like
OGs, man.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
a tiny state.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dana White's
generally.
from Boston. Joe Rogan's from Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all grew up around here.
Didn't
Who
Was
else
Rogan
in
from? No, who was from? Like Swampscott. Oh, the Dave Portnoy.
Yeah,
right?
Portnoy's a
Yeah,
Swampscott
yeah,
guy.
the Presidente.
Yeah.
Yeah.
El Prez. But yeah,
It's,
Calvin. I mean, hats off to him though. Max
Yeah.
Holloway just beat the.
he's on a
The
different
dog
level.
shit out of him.
Beat
That
the
was
piss
super
out of
upset.
him.
Yeah, he didn't get dropped though, did he?
No,
I don't think he got
he
dropped the
hung in
entire
there,
time.
man. What Holloway broke a record for.
And then he was talking
significant
shit to him
strikes.
while he was dodging, like, slipping his punches.
Oh no, he hung in
It's
there. man.
disrespectful. If someone
was
ever
in
did that to
a-
me, I'd go home and cry.
Yeah. He doesn't do any sparring like during fight
Max?
camps. Yeah.
Yeah,
he
there was that
stopped.
little scare. He was on an interview, and he started slurring his words. I think he was still
Oh,
in
yeah.
Hawaii, and everyone was worried about it. He seemed
Yeah.
like he was having a stroke.
Yeah. I remember
And
that.
people asked him if he should stop fighting or not.
Was that?
And he was actually out for a few months because he got some sort of weird diagnosis, I think. Like Michael Bisping was interviewing him and
Mhm.
asked him. He said, "You okay, Max? You
Yeah.
seem tired." He's like, "Yeah, just training a lot." And he was
That was
super
like-
mumbling. I mumble a little bit, but I've been
Yeah.
kicked in my head 900 times.
That was like around the time he was gonna fight Khabib, right? He like stepped in for a card, like
Yeah.
around that time.
Yeah, he was a backup. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when he fought Dustin Poirier as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Max
So he
was
lost
gonna
twice,
fight
right? He lost his
Yeah.
belt, then lost. No, he went up and fought Dustin Poirier while he was a champ as well, and he
Yeah.
lost that, so he didn't lose a belt. Then he went down and got beat by Alexander
name?
Volkanovski,
Yeah.
who also trains at Tiger Muay Thai, as well as Peter Yan. We're going to talk about the Peter Yan fight as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Volkanovski's a different animal, man. That dude used to weigh like 200 something pounds.
Yeah.
Now he's fighting down.
Yeah, I used to
there.
play rugby at 230 pounds,
Cuts down to one.
That's
Jesus.
unreal.
230 pounds.
and he fights 145 now.
What do you think he walks around at?
160,
160?
170, 165 probably.
Yeah,
If
that
he- if-
dude's
yeah.
legs.
Yeah,
You
there,
ever
he has
see
tree
his
trunks.
legs?
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, I feel
Especially
like
at
people.
200.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like people liked him a lot in the first fight.
Mhm.
But people like Max Holloway is like a people's champ.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
unlike
everybody loves
Conor
Max.
McGregor. Unlike
Yeah.
Conor
Yeah.
McGregor. He's one of the people's champs. So like when the second fight was so close, people like seeing Max as a champ. You got that
Mhm.
son Rush, even though Alex has a son as well. He has a family. You know what I mean? Like Rush shows up, wears the shirt. Like
Mhm.
there was this video that I saw of Rush, Max's son, crying after Dustin Poirier beat him up.
Yeah, he's
and then
involved.
Dustin went and like hugged Rush
Yeah, yeah.
and said like, your dad's a warrior. He's a champ still. Don't worry. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's a shit. Super upsetting. But
Oh, no, that was a great fight though. That could have went either way too. A lot
Yeah.
of people say Max could have won that fight. It was a
Yeah.
great
the
fight.
Dustin fight,
Yeah. No, Max versus Volkanovski.
the second
round
fight was
two,
much
yeah.
closer. He
Yeah.
came back with a much better game plan
Yeah.
for sure.
Mhm.
It was so close that people got mad that Alex is still a champ. People loved him when he became the champ because he's Kiwi, right? He's the Aussie or New Zealander.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
One of those. If I mix that up, they fucking hate
No,
each
no,
other.
no. Yeah.
It's not. No, it's like a friendly relationship. I've heard from Izzy
Yeah,
Adesanya
yeah,
says the
Izzy's
same
New
thing. They have a
Zealand, right?
rivalry, like Aussies and Kiwis, but
Yeah.
it's not like a hateful.
Yeah.
So I don't want to mix that up. Let me look that up so I can correct myself
Some
before I get
friendly
canceled.
competition there.
Yeah, you're gonna be throwing Australia and New Zealand under the bus there.
He's Australian.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
Alexander
I know
Volkanovski's
Izzy's from
Australian.
New Zealand, right?
Yeah,
The Auckland.
yeah. How
Auckland,
tall
yeah.
is he too? Does it say how tall he is?
He's not a big
No, he
dude,
looks-
but his
he's short.
legs
He's
are-
short.
That's
yeah.
what, yeah. And then Henry Cejudo called him out.
Oh,
was
that would
wild.
be
You think Henry
interesting.
Cejudo's gonna come back?
That would be a
He's
good
gonna come
fight.
back.
You think so? I don't think so.
I don't know. It's been
yeah.
a little bit. He might have some ring rust at this point.
Yep.
That's a tough fight to come back to, dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna come back and fight Volkanovski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
Ask
about that.
Connor what it's like to come back and fight somebody.
Yeah.
that's
Let's
an
just make this
absolute
podcast
savage.
shitting on Anthony about Conor McGregor.
Hey,
I don't.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
I
As
think
bad
he's
as,
become a
like,
better person now, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
because he's been shit on. I
Well,
liked him
some-
before though.
Some Connor fans are like live and die by him. I like him, but I also like other fighters. So it's like,
Like I appreciate that you're into it actually, not just for Conor. A
Yeah.
lot of people I talk to, like when I remember even at Dick's when I was walking around, when he was fighting Floyd, when he was gonna fight Floyd, like there was people, the random kids walking on the escalator talking about the fight, and I never hear like that much hype.
yeah,
There's random kids, like I heard like 19 comments throughout the day
yeah.
in like 6 hours from like 50-year-old women and stuff. too.
They're all
Floyd
convinced
Mayweather
that-
fights Conor McGregor and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So he brings a lot of hype, which is a good thing.
He had him
um,
convinced that he was gonna win that fight.
A lot of
no.
exposure. Yeah, he went 10 rounds with Floyd. So like, what do you
Yeah, I mean,
expect?
yeah,
And now
props
who
to
what is
him.
it? One of the Paul brothers is fighting
yeah,
fucking Floyd, bro.
Logan Paul.
No, yeah, it got canceled actually.
did
though.
it?
Yeah, they didn't get enough buys for that.
Oh.
Nobody
Well,
wanted to see Logan get.
Yeah,
beat
you already
up,
know
though.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that was too obvious.
Well,
of
it's
Yeah.
just like
uh,
Floyd's not a knockout guy, so you're just
Yeah.
gonna watch like Floyd run around the ring and jab. Logan
either
for
Floyd's
fucking
gonna like
12
body
rounds.
shot him to shit,
Yeah.
or was it Logan?
Logan, yeah.
It was
He's
Logan.
like-
Logan's big as
He's a
shit.
big
They're both
boy.
athletic. They're legitimate.
yeah.
But
I mean, Logan can wrestle and he's a big boy. He's got some striking skills.
Mhm.
I'm not saying he can't box at all, but you're gonna throw him in there against Floyd. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna throw Logan Paul in there, throw him against somebody that might be able to.
yeah,
knock
who was
him
his
out.
2 fights? A YouTuber and then KSI,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah,
I
I think KSI.
They're both
twice,
YouTubers,
right?
but
Yeah.
KSI, yeah.
Yeah, KSI twice. His younger brother knocked out Nate Robbins. Though.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. But
That was a legitimate punch. He threw an uppercut and rolled out and hit a cross, a short cross.
yeah,
he
both of those
very
dudes can
short
box.
punch. Like you
puts in the
can't.
time for sure. I think like he just needs to work his way up.
Oh,
he
yeah.
can't jump to the top just because he's famous.
Nah, yeah, you can't just be calling out.
Well, you should know, Connor fan, that it's all about money, in it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know what I mean? He can jump to. What's Connor in the rankings right now? I think he's still he was number 4 after a 2-year layoff. Still.
Yeah, I'm old school though. I want to see him. I don't want to see him like as much as he could just go back, as sad as it is, and get a title fight. Like he'll just wait it out and get a title fight. But I don't want
Connor.
to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna
Yeah.
stay active
Yeah.
this year. We need at least 3 more.
That-
2 more. 3.
He had a
fights this
2020
year.
season, right? And he fought 1 time.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I want to see.
Well, he fought Cerrone, and then
Yeah,
he said
busted
he wanted
his
to
face
fight
open.
more.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
he gets a spot, I want to see him work his way to it.
Yeah.
I think if it was up to me, I want to see
Next fight, who?
title fight 155 Poirier and Charles Oliveira. I think.
Okay, yeah, Charles deserves that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
for
I mean,
sure.
Like Michael Chandler, I'd like to see him win one more.
You think Michael fights Connor? Who do you match up with Connor there? Gaethje.
Gaethje his last fight was a title loss, so I wouldn't stick him back in
So
there.
who do you throw? Who do you throw Chandler with then? Because
Gaethje Chandler.
Oh, okay. I
and
thought
then
you were saying Connor. Chandler.
Then Connor,
Connor.
Tony.
Connor Tony,
Connor. Okay.
or like Hooker's still in
I
the
feel like
running.
Tony
Oh,
deserves that
Hooker,
because he
yeah,
was so
Hooker
close
too.
to the Habib rematch.
Yeah.
Not even the what do you call that? The night was in a rematch. They
The
got
forbidden-
canceled 6 times,
Yeah,
right?
like
Forbidden
4
fight.
at
Why'd you say
least.
that? I think it was. I think that this was the 5th time.
Yeah.
Fifth.
Yeah,
Cursed.
and then Khabib retires. Habib. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Habib retires.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Um,
He's coming off 2 losses though. Do you want to feed like Tony to Connor? I mean,
I feel like he
That-
deserves the money.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
Hooker.
Hooker,
He's a-
yeah.
Oh,
Hooker
okay.
Connor.
Okay.
Hooker Connor
All right,
would be
yeah,
an
yeah.
option.
Did
They
Hooker
should-
fight Ferguson yet? Dan Hooker? I like Dan Hooker a lot.
I
He's
don't know if they
Kiwi.
fought, Yeah.
Is he Kiwi? Okay, I'm gonna mess this up.
No,
Is
he's
he?
Aussie, I think.
He's Aussie as well.
Yeah,
Who's
Hooker's
that?
Aussie.
Hooker? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he has to, like, they're talking about when he does the fights, he has to quarantine for like 3 weeks before he can go see his
Uh-oh.
family again.
Dan Hooker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Australia's.
Yeah,
got
there was a
really
there was a
good-
picture I think of and Alexander Volkanovski right next to a fence, and their family was right across the fence, like
Yeah,
6
yeah.
feet or something like that. And
That's
he couldn't. He just
crazy.
had to say, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
That
and had to
sucks,
sit in a
though.
hotel room for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully the
awful.
money's worth it. I don't know if
Yeah.
Dana's paying them hazard pay or something.
Yeah. Yeah. COVID bonus.
You know
Yeah.
the UFC, they like to be cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, hats off to them. They built a big business, big brand
Yeah.
there.
They're
so-
getting a new deal. They're getting rid of Reebok.
Are
Like
they?
It's Venom.
Venom. Yeah.
Venom.
They said it's gonna help fighter pay, but I don't know
I
the
like Venom
details.
gear. I don't really wear Venom gear when I'm sparring. I feel like they have too many. Like they have good product. I had a Venom belly pad that I was holding for some people, and it was really absorbent.
Yeah.
But the colors, I don't like the colors. It's like just like it's either black, navy blue, lime, yellow, green, or
Just
like
Plain.
neon orange. Yeah, or pink.
Neon
You know what I mean?
orange,
So
that's a different one.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they'll get some money or motivation off the UFC deal to switch it up a little bit.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
and Venom also sponsors Vasily Lomachenko, Jorge Linares. They got some good people on their roster. Who else? And they're kind of just giving out sponsorship deals right now. I don't know if they're doing well enough to actually sponsor the UFC, but if they're getting more pay, then that's good because you see the pay difference from like Canelo,
Yeah.
who's getting the $30 million or
Yeah.
something crazy
Yeah,
like that.
boxers get ridiculous.
Yeah,
money.
for 12 rounds of boxing, and then Cowboy. You know what I mean? Of course, he's on his downslope, but Cowboy, who has the most knockouts, the most head kick knockouts. I know that body kicks is Edson Barboza.
Yeah.
Head kick knockouts, finishes, fights, all this crazy stuff, and he's getting paid like $125,000 to fight.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty
Let me pull up this
ridiculous.
UFC 25. 1 sec.
I was going to say, I know he has like 50, 60 fights under his belt, right? It's
Cowboy,
something
yeah,
crazy
Yeah.
like that.
He's got a lot.
Yeah.
What's the dude that got knocked out yesterday? Alexei Olenek. Yeah, that was like his 75th.
Yeah,
fight.
okay. I was gonna say, yeah. There's this guy, yeah,
He
yeah.
Russian?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
some
call him
of
the
those
boa. They
Russians,
call him the
too.
anaconda
Yeah.
or something like
I
that.
think it's boa constrictor.
yeah, he's like a Russian dude. They're just
Yeah.
built different.
Those Russians can just keep fighting.
Yeah.
They could catch like
Let me
30,
look that
40
up.
L's, and those dudes will keep going.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They could fight till like 80, 90 fights.
Yeah. they had to
Alexei
stop it. Olenek,
I don't want
I
to. Yeah,
think.
Olenek. I didn't want to
Yeah.
pronounce it wrong.
That's all right. I'm going to be butchering pronunciations.
59, 15, and 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For MMA, that's crazy. For
Yeah, it's
MMA,
nuts.
that's unreal.
That's
Yeah.
more than boxers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boxers
except
don't
for
even fight
there's
that
a
much.
few.
There's a couple, but like,
Old back in the day,
yeah.
Sugar Ray Robinson and Ray Marciano and stuff like that fight near 100 times. But most like amateur records are hundreds. Floyd doesn't have a lot of amateur fights, but Gennady Golovkin and Vasily Lomachenko had hundreds of amateur fights and headgear, of course, and stuff like that
Yeah.
before they
Yeah.
actually got into the ring. But 59 MMA fights professional. No, what is that? 59, 15. Can someone do math? I'm terrible at
I
it.
think they said 75 yesterday
74,
on the,
75, yeah.
on the thing.
That'd
yeah.
be 75.
Yeah,
75
that's
MMA fights.
crazy,
Let me
man.
look up how old he is.
75 fights. Imagine.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The Russians, they're born to fight.
That's nothing in Thailand, though, man. Nothing.
Thailand.
Yeah, I heard they're crazy. over there,
Nothing,
yeah.
man. Yeah, yeah. If you have 75 fights and you're a Thai kid, you're probably 15 years old. Yeah. Like legitimately, probably 15 years old. There are kids that I was training with in Thailand that were 18, 19, and those kids are scary. Like more intimidating than I would see than like one of like the 25, 26-year-olds. Like usually they retire by the time they're 30
Wow.
because they're so beat up. They've had 300 fights is normal. 300 fights is normal. And this 18-year-old kid had 175 fights.
Jeez.
18-year-old kid.
175,
Yeah.
wow.
And he should be like rich. But no, he
No,
just
no,
makes just
yeah.
enough money to give back to his gym, give it to his family if his family's in Bangkok and they're in Phuket or something like that, send it home, and then just enough money to eat chicken and rice and fried egg for the next whatever. It's like
wild.
3 weeks before they fight again. They fight every 3 weeks. That's why they spar so light.
Yeah.
I like seeing that Max doesn't want to spar as hard anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Who said that they don't spar anymore?
There's
Um,
been a few guys coming
yeah.
out now. It's a newer movement now. They don't want to
Yeah.
get hit in the. I mean, I get it. You don't want to get.
It was
hit in the
Cody
face.
Garbrandt, which is incredibly confusing
Surprising,
because
yeah.
he's alpha male, team alpha male.
Yeah,
And they're like
didn't
a
he,
bunch of meatheads.
I think he switched. He went down to Jersey for something.
Oh yeah, he
his
was
last
training
camp.
in
Yeah.
Jersey. Yeah, because Rogan had him on recently. I remember.
That's
him
right.
talking
Yeah, I heard him
about it,
say that he doesn't spar anymore, which is good because he's probably been hit a lot. You know what I mean? And if as long as you are a pro at that time, I think that if you're a beginner, you need to like pay your dues, and I don't mean pay your dues with concussions, but I mean like pay your dues as in if you got to know if you actually want to fight or not.
Mhm.
Yeah, you
And
gotta
getting
get
beat
hit
up a
in the
little
face.
bit helps you, so your coaches can determine how you act when you're in the shit, you know what I mean? And if you're going to drown or you're going to swim or whatever. But obviously the professional fighters at that level, they don't really need to anymore. They just do like the touch button in the park.
Yeah. Once
type
you've been
stuff.
through it, you just need some touch-ups. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Cowboy said the same thing. It didn't work for him, of course. But I see, how old is Cowboy? You know what I mean?
He's got to be up, what, 40 almost?
Yeah,
30.
37
Cowboy's
or
up there,
something.
yeah.
Yeah. And then UFC 259 is Jan Blau. Oh my God, dude.
Dude,
It's
let's
Bla-
throw it to
Blahovic.
break before
Blahovic.
259. Are we to go into 259?
No,
Yeah,
we can wait a little bit, right?
Because if we throw it to break now, because I need to go to break now anyways.
All right,
Okay.
yeah,
Do you want to throw it to
break?
break? We can come back, talk about a little something else, go 259.
Yeah,
259.
Yeah, that sounds
well,
good.
we could even talk about the Cruise main event on the. All right, we're back, boys.
We're back.
About to break down this Usman Burns fight real quick, and then we're gonna hop right into that
Put that up on the
UFC
monitor.
259 card.
Yeah, we
which-
got caught up in the Black Beast, Derek Lewis, absolutely flatlining. Whatever his name is, forgot his name already.
Blades,
Just
yeah.
just to go to my
Oh,
go to my point. Yeah, you're only as good as your last performance, which is bullshit. But especially with casuals, let me see this. We're gonna go over some highlights and the pre-fights. Macy Barber fought on that. She lost steam very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some good fights in
it-
that card.
I saw her fight in Boston.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I remember.
Oh yeah, that was
that was a while ago.
Stipe card, right? DC was it? No.
I forget what.
That was the
card.
most recent card when who was it? It was a pullout. It was supposed to be Zabit Magomed Sharapov
Oh yeah.
versus
okay.
Yale Rodriguez.
Yeah.
It was a really cool matchup. Here's the fight right now. But then they switched it out for Jeremy Stevens and Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah.
No, what I say? Zabit versus.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Calvin Qatar. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, the hometown guy.
Yeah, and I saw Calvin eating a hot dog at the at like the side shops or whatever.
That's pretty funny, but yeah,
But he was still there, and then Yair fought Jeremy Stevens for the first time, I think, or they had fought
Yeah.
a second time.
that was a good fight.
Yeah, Yair's a fucking is a his kicks are like whips, man. He dropped him on a body shot with a switch kick, his lead leg. And
Which
he
fight
almost-
was this?
Yair versus Jeremy
Jeremy
Stevens.
Oh yeah.
And Jeremy's like a meathead. I like Yair, even though he
Yeah.
was like everyone was screaming for Jeremy because he's American and they were in Boston, super
Yeah.
patriotic.
You know how that goes. But yeah, at the beginning of this fight, dude, Burns was in control of this fight in the first round. I think he wore himself out, and then fucking Usman just picked
Yeah.
him apart with that jab, man.
In his interview, he said he went full Cody Garbrandt or something.
Yeah. Burns
He said
was
that?
saying
Yeah.
Yeah,
he just
Burns
started
said he
throwing.
went like 2 Codys. Like, I got 2 into that. I tried to finish him quick, and then.
Well, it was outstanding because it felt like it almost kind of felt like what's his face? Usman waited for Burns to just punch himself out.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Usman knew
That's
he
what
was
Floyd
doing.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like Floyd Connor.
Yeah.
Wait till you get gassed, then you're done.
Oh, yeah, you can see it once that jab starts taking over, though. I mean, look at the shots he's taking at the beginning of this fight. I hope they show the head kick, because this fucking head kick, man, would have knocked anyone else out in that division. Usman just ate it. I think it's coming up soon.
Yeah, just a second ago we were watching Gilbert on his back trying to ride a bicycle or something with his up kicks for like a good 5 minutes. That was a mean knee.
Yeah, he lands like 3 or 4 strikes in this round that would have knocked out almost anybody.
Yeah, these guys used to be training partners
Yeah,
at the same gym, and I heard plenty of stories like Chael Sonnen's podcast and stuff. Talking about how Gilbert would get the best of Kamaru, and that's why I actually picked Gilbert for this fight, and he dropped him in the first round with
It's not
that
even the
with
head
his
kick,
rear
right?
hand with that rear hook.
Yeah,
and I was
look at
just
this.
monstering out.
this flurry of fists coming in here.
Yeah,
I gotta find out what neck workouts he does, dude. His neck is like a tree.
yeah.
Dude just got neck for days.
Yeah.
Like,
What
look
the
at
fuck
that.
was that? He just threw like a paw at him.
Yeah, that was a weird one. They gotta show this head kick. Where is it?
Oh,
Oh, that
mean
knee,
knee,
that
man,
knee
mean
could've
knee,
been a
like Dan
KO
Hooker
too.
style knees. Dan Hooker.
That right hook, too.
Yeah, look at
Yeah, he threw a little
wobbled.
tie hop in there, so he faked his lead, like hopped in a little bit, and then made him drop his hands.
Oh, man.
That's fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Usman took
There
like
it
3 or
is.
4
That's like more of an
shots.
overhand than a
Yeah.
hooker would be. Yeah, but they both dropped each other.
Oh, man.
Yeah, fuck me, right? Took him off his feet. How much weight do you think Kamaru cuts? He's so shredded for his,
Yeah, that's
true.
his weight class.
What do you
At least
think he walks?
190s.
Yeah, I was gonna say 195. You
Yeah,
think he
walks
around?
right underneath 200 probably
Yeah.
for sure. And then like same thing with Paulo Costa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that dude's an animal.
He actually got in
That's-
trouble with USADA because he was too dehydrated. They want him to move up to light heavyweight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he would be better off at light heavyweight. That
It's a little
dude's
too
so
short,
big.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know if he could take the power if he's getting knocked out by Izzy. Like,
We'll see how Izzy does, I guess,
Yeah.
right?
Izzy
Yeah,
picked him
exactly.
apart though. I
Yeah.
mean, it wasn't like it was just a.
It was almost the same thing as a Yoel fight, but Yoel, they both talk the same shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they'll chase you down and stuff, and then Izzy just stays on the outside. And as like a skinny dude myself, you know what I mean? That's the way you do it. You know,
Yeah.
when you fight bulky dudes like that, like why am I gonna risk my face?
No, yeah,
You
you
know what I
gotta
mean?
wear
I'm
'em
just
out.
pick you apart, make you exhausted. It's the same thing, but they want to see it. They almost like it's almost kind of like the same thing. They want to see who can knock out Connor. They want to see who can knock out Floyd. They want to see who can knock out Izzy.
mhm.
Some people are on the same boat. I really liked Izzy when he was like back when he fought Derek Brunson
Yeah.
and stuff like that. That he wasn't as cringy. I like him now still, but he's a little bit cringy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little showboat.
His mannerisms are definitely a
Yeah.
little bit cringy.
I mean, to be fair though, you kind of earned that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't say shit.
I don't think anyone really in that 185 is who the fuck's gonna beat that guy.
Yeah, what do you think about the Anderson Silva fight? Personally, we never even went over what we got into MMA for watching it. Anderson Silva was the first person I watched for MMA. He's the reason why I even started training for some reason. Not that we have anything in common, but Anderson Silva, you know, seeing him, you know, not like he doesn't look menacing. His body, you know, he's you know like he's nothing he doesn't look like Paulo Costa for sure.
no,
You know what I
no.
mean? Him and Israel have kind of a similar body type. Anderson's 40 now or something, 38. And that Chris Weidman fight really threw him off.
Yeah, that dude.
The
Seeing
message
him,
we had.
he
Yeah.
was like my idol in MMA. You know what I mean? Then I have different fighters from Muay Thai and stuff. But it is, seeing him and Izzy fight, I wish he would have retired then.
Yeah,
Like
some
right in the
dudes
cage,
just-
and I thought he would have said something to him. I thought he didn't say something to him, but I guess in the post fight, like he said, like you're the king now or something, or like you're the something, like you're the best now. He said you're the best now, and Izzy was like crying. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's like the same thing.
Yeah, no, yeah, a guy like that says that to you. I mean, that's a passing of the torch right there.
Yeah.
I mean, Anderson's got to hang him up though. One of the best ever. But
They
Yeah.
released him.
yeah,
Yeah,
no, I know
yeah.
he's going
That's
to
so
fight.
fucking sad.
Isn't he going to fight him?
How are they gonna
Bellator or
release
something?
Anderson Silva, but they don't release Diego fucking Sanchez?
I think Dana
he-
doesn't want him to fight anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Same with BJ Penn. BJ's gone. But
Yeah.
same thing. How do you release Anderson?
He signed with someone else, didn't he?
Bellator. I
Did he
think,
sign with
right?
him? Or
BJ?
I know there was
No,
talk,
no, I'm talking
Anderson.
about Anderson.
Oh,
I think he's
Jesus,
got a
you
fight
scared me.
coming. I don't think
Yeah.
he should fight again.
Yeah.
I think he has a fight coming up, actually.
Yeah, he already proved it. Proved what he had to.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah.
the
He lost
second
like 5 in a
round,
row.
Yeah.
Second round, all Usman once he fucking
Didn't he fight
tore him
DC?
up with this. Who?
Yes.
Yeah.
Anderson Silva fought DC at 205
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, and I
crazy.
think he beat him. I don't want to lie about that.
I think
I remember seeing a
DC won. I
a
think.
highlight of him
Yeah,
elbowing him in
DC's
his
only
face.
lost to Jones and Stipe, right? I think
Yeah.
that's it.
Oh, you're probably right.
Yeah,
I think it was
Jones
close,
fight
though, like,
Stipe. No, it was
Anderson-
I'm sure it was a great
or
fight.
I don't know if it was even like I think DC just kind of held him down and
Yeah,
DC won by
DC's
decision in,
Yeah.
in round 3.
no
Yeah.
surprise there.
So it wasn't even a title fight at that point.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Neither of them were champs. UFC 200 in 2016 is when they fought.
Yeah.
But yeah, the second round was all Usman, man. Burns telling him to get up, get off your back, just picking him apart with that jab.
Yep.
I know the commentators had that one covered. I think I heard them say jab about 30
Jab.
times in the
Hit him with the
second round
jab.
alone. So I know I was electric. I had some money on Usman, so once that jab opened up, I know I was losing it.
Yeah, you don't see heavy jabs like that a lot because they're incredibly easy to counter.
Mhm.
Even when I'm sparring, I don't throw my jabs that hard. Maybe I would say even it's a boxing Muay Thai thing, but I'm talking about MMA. Usually, if you overcommit to your jab, it's super easy to get caught over the top.
Mhm.
You just slip back half an inch, like the Conor McGregor style thing, or you just get kicked in your leg. It's hard to actually pull off those power jabs.
Mhm.
If you can get them timed out, usually people just tap him out. But he's a fucking powerhouse.
Yeah,
You know,
He's
look
just
at
so
his
quick too. He
Yeah.
has so
Yeah.
much power and it's so fast.
it's just a quick snap. Dude.
Yeah.
It's just right on your face.
Before that was Macy Barber and Alexa Grasso.
That was decision, right? Grasso.
Yeah, I don't know how they got a fight above Kevin Gastelum.
That was a good fight.
Gastelum. I think he's gonna make another run.
Yeah, that was my bet of the night. I had the Gastelum Usman parlay locked in.
Yeah.
Kevin's
Cause-
still at 170, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
Or-
I don't think
no,
he'll
is he-
make title.
Kelvin Gastelum. I thought he was 185.
He move up?
I
He
think
might have
s-
moved up.
'cause he was in-
He can't cut. I don't think he can cut anymore.
He gave like Izzy his best fight.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I don't think he can cut that
Middleweight. You're
much.
right. He moved to middleweight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can't
Yeah.
cut that anymore. You know, once you hit a certain age, you can't be cutting that much weight.
Well, you see his body type. Kelvin could be a lot leaner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too.
A lot leaner, but just like you said, just like Derek Lewis in his post fight, he said like he had Cheetos
true.
in his fucking eyeball.
Yeah, those
He had
heavyweights,
Cheetos
man.
in the back room. I don't even think you're allowed to have any like foreign objects in the back room except for water. I think they give you a water bottle, and if you
Yeah.
want another one, they have to give you your own water bottle. Like if you're like taking
No, I know they got
some sort of
super
crazy
strict
alpha brain or something right before you fight. Some people microdose shrooms.
before you fight.
A lot of kickboxers do
Yeah.
microdose, very
I,
microdose.
yeah, I could see that. I know a lot of people in the tech field microdose too.
It's
so
supposed to
it's like
slow
a-
everything down. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Kelvin Gastelum before that, Ricky Simon.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a.
I think he fought in one of the tough cards recently.
Down on the like undercard, the prelims, Bilal Muhammad. He's fighting Leon Edwards. You see that?
Yeah, he jumped in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
and he was
that for,
supposed to
this
fight
card?
What's his
couple,
name now?
Couple cards, I think.
Hamzat Shemaev.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
what happened with him? Didn't something happen? to
COVID.
him?
Yeah.
it was bad though, right?
Yeah, I
He had
think
trouble with
he's,
it.
Yeah.
he's still experiencing symptoms, not symptoms like not I don't even know what to call it, but like he's dealing with the
Recovery.
recovery. There it
Yeah.
is, the recovery session.
He's 170, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
nobody
yeah.
wanted to fight that guy.
No.
He fought 3 people, and now he's calling out Izzy and shit. And all this
Nobody wanted to
crazy
fight him
stuff.
though. They tried to give like the top guys a Chimaev fight. Like if
Then he
you look
fought
at-
that dude Gerald. Or
Yeah,
something.
like nobody in that
Yeah.
170 division wanted to fight Chimaev.
Yeah, that
Chael
was-
Sonnen went off about it the other day. He was
That-
just roasting that
Yeah.
170 division.
That Gerald thing's hilarious though, because he was like, he's gonna find out.
That's
what
what
it's
I
like.
felt bad for him.
Yeah.
Talking about feeling bad for whatever his name is. He just
Yeah.
fought last.
He's
How do I
like-
forget his name already?
Yeah. Once he runs into me, he's gonna find out.
Exactly.
really
Talking
like.
all that shit, gets knocked out in one
Yeah,
punch,
one
right?
punch.
Maybe he was just super nervous.
Yeah.
Super nervous.
Nothing can humble you like the fight game, man. You get
Yeah.
punched in the fucking mouth and knocked out. That'll humble you real quick.
Want to make some predictions?
Yeah, get right into this.
We're gonna go
UFC
before that. 1 second. Or we're gonna go to 259.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get in this 259 card here. Fucking loaded. I'm so excited for this card, man.
Real quick though, real quick. What about Connor and Dustin? What do you guys think of that?
Oh, I mean,
Well
Dustin
earned on
picked him
Dustin.
apart. no, Dustin's an animal, man.
Yeah.
You
A lot
can't
of
come
improvement, a
back.
little bit of ring rust.
Yeah,
you
you,
know, that
can't
put
come
together
back
that-
to fight
that
Dustin
broke even
Poirier,
there.
man.
Yeah.
So we got Jan, Izzy, Amanda Nunes, Megan Anderson, Pieter, Jan, Aljamain Sterling, Thiago Santos, Alexander I don't know.
We'll call him the
Rakic.
Rocket. That's his
The
nickname.
Rocket
I don't want
Alexander,
to butcher
right?
his name either.
Then Islam. Wanna go top or bottom?
We should probably go bottom up. right?
Thiago.
We'll start with
Rakic. Rakic. I'm gonna say Rakic. I might be wrong.
his nickname's the Rocket. We'll just
Rocket.
roll with Rocket. All right. I mean, this dude's no joke. Number 4. Just coming off a win against Anthony Smith. Took a L against Volkan, but I mean, you can't take anything away from him for that. 13-2. I mean,
Yeah.
going against Santos, a beast. Everybody forgets about that John Jones fight for some reason. Not even
Yeah,
2
the-
years ago.
Got
I
his
think-
knee ruined in that fight.
Yeah, I
Is this
think
his
both of
first
his-
fight after that? No.
No,
right?
he
No,
lost,
he's got some.
He just lost.
He lost to Glover.
Glover,
He's
yeah.
still at number 2 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teixeira choked him out.
Yeah.
So he needs this win. 3
Yeah.
straight losses is a tough look in the UFC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
think-
hard to stay in if you get 3
Yeah.
straight losses. Yeah,
I think
for
he
sure.
can pull it off.
Yeah.
I like him in that fight.
I think I'm gonna take Santos in that fight too. He really needs this win, and that we're talking about a dude that you can argue a lot of people say he beat John Jones in that fight. I
It was
mean,
close.
he
For
might have
sure.
won 3 rounds. It was a split decision. So.
Yeah, you constantly hear the saying, you got, to be the champ, you have to beat the champ or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, you have to make it decisive.
Yeah.
Make it decisive. You can't even question it. You know what I mean? But if you're backing the champ up for 3 rounds straight out of 5, but John Jones, same thing happened with Dominic Reyes, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
He got backed up the last 2 rounds because the pace he put on him wasn't sustainable.
Yep. Yep.
I'll take Thiago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Thiago too.
About Islam, Drew Dober.
Was that prelim?
Second fight on that card. Islam
Oh.
Makhachev.
Did they take
Drew
that
Dober.
off?
Oh, was
Might
that
have took it
canceled?
off.
Really?
Because
Come on.
I didn't see that either.
Really? I'm on ESPN.
Unless they added it.
I don't know.
I don't see it on the main
I was
card.
looking at the UFC website
Yeah.
earlier.
Me as
Maybe.
well.
Match
After that,
4.
after Thiago says Peter Yan and
Oh.
Aljamain Sterling.
Islam Makhachev. Maybe
Yeah,
there's
they
some
might have-
news.
Might have gotten canceled.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
skip that one.
Yeah,
I don't
skip
think,
it.
I think it got canceled
Oh.
because the UFC website's just got it going straight into the 3 title fights after Santos for
Yeah,
the main
usually there's
card.
a 5-card main card, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean they could all go 5, so I could see why they're doing that. There's
oh
usually
yeah,
not-
5-minute rounds.
Yeah, there's usually not
25. Yeah,
3
that's
title fights on a main
1 minute in
card,
between each round. That's 30 minutes per fight.
Yeah.
How
That's,
about
I
the-
thought it was weird that they only had 4 fights, and then I remembered they were all going to be 5. Well, the top 3 are going to be 5-round fights. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that makes sense.
I like Aljamain a lot, this style, but I've personally witnessed Peter Yan sparring and cracking pads with Johnny Hutchison in Tiger Muay Thai when I was there last year, and it's fucking terrifying.
Dude's got heavy hands.
It's
right?
fucking terrifying. Yeah, but he's a heavy boxer. You know what I mean? And Aljamain is,
He's got a ground game,
Yeah.
submission game.
yeah, and he's good with his kicks and stuff like that.
Yep.
Think he could get him on the ground. That's a tough go for us.
Styles
here,
make
right?
fights, right? Yeah.
It's gonna be a tough one.
This is the one I could not call.
Yeah,
I
my,
was losing sleep over this last night.
My gut says Aljo.
Yeah, you're gonna go with Sterling.
Think he's
Yeah.
gonna be the champ?
Yeah.
And then you got Marlon Moraes underneath him again because Marlon already beat Aljamain, and then Didn't
Yeah.
Peter just beat Jose Aldo?
Yeah, he beat Aldo
And Uriah Faber.
Yeah, those are his last 2 wins.
Yeah, Uriah Faber's still fighting. Chad Mendez just got.
He got cleared, right?
Chad
He's
Mendez,
gonna
did he already
fight
clear to
again?
fight?
I think so. Or I know his suspension was up like sometime coming up.
I
at
thought he
least.
was just doing like grappling stuff now. I didn't know
Yeah,
he was
I
gonna
don't
get
know.
back into the
Who,
UFC.
Chad Mendez?
Yeah.
He was
You see him
suspended
just
for
get
a while.
knocked out?
Oh, did he?
He got
Did he
knocked
fight
out
again?
Like
recently.
Corey Sandhagen?
Oh, that was Frankie Edgar, wasn't it?
Yeah, pull that up. Look up this Corey Sandhagen. Frankie, was it Frankie Edgar? Am I being an idiot right now?
It might have been Edgar, yeah.
Chad Mendez, Frankie Edgar, Uriah Faber. They're all in the same.
The same
yeah,
person.
Same, yeah, same
Yeah,
person,
no,
different haircut.
I can see why you're getting confused there.
They're all in the same.
'Cause
You're right. Chad Mendez hasn't been fighting recently.
I think he was suspended for some. He got like a tainted supplement. I think.
I thought he was just. I mean, he's getting up there, right?
No, it wasn't him then. Who was it then? You said it was Uriah
Frankie
Frankie Edgar. That's
Frankie
fucked me
Edgar,
for
yeah.
Frankie Edgar. Yeah, look up that Frankie Edgar knockout. Frankie Edgar versus Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen's
The flying knee.
it's coming up now. Yeah,
That's who Sterling just beat Sandhagen. He
Yeah.
choked him out.
so
So-
they're all in that division. That's a nice division right now.
The
Mhm.
bantamweight? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
surprisingly enough, they were going to cut flyweight, and that's Davison Figueiredo.
Yeah, and what's his face? Moreno, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Moreno.
that was a great fight.
Cody wanted to drop down and fight Davison.
Yeah, he
Figueiredo.
said he walks around 142 on the JRE podcast the other
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
So he doesn't
So what's
really,
that,
he doesn't really
17?
need to cut to bantam,
Yeah.
or what is it? Yeah,
Fly.
130. Yeah, 135 or whatever. But 125 is super small.
Yeah,
Yeah.
125.
That's
so,
tiny.
Yeah.
Well,
Cody's not a big dude,
No.
though. I mean, he could make it. It would be a
Yeah.
shitty cut. I wouldn't want to cut that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the flying knee.
Yeah.
Oh my
There's
God.
not much you can. What do
It
you?
wasn't even straight on. He jumps
Yeah.
straight sideways and the angle's perfect, so he just flies right through him.
Oh man,
That's
jeez.
gnarly. That's sad to see.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Especially, usually when dudes like that are fighting that age just because they didn't make enough money or they weren't smart with their money earlier or they love it, like
Mhm.
maybe like Cowboy. Cowboy has his own ranch,
Yeah.
but he has money. They're still doing it to themselves. So you got
Just love the game, man.
Tiago. I got Tiago and I got Peter.
Taking Aljo there.
I think I'm
Be a
gonna have
good
to
one.
go. I'm gonna give the slight edge to Peter there,
Yeah.
but I'm not touching that.
Amanda Nunes and Megan Anderson are next. And every single fight that Amanda Nunes has, people say that she, this is the girl that beat Amanda Nunes. The only person that I really believed that was Valentina Shevchenko.
I mean, Megan's good, but I don't think I think it's Nunez. You can't go
No,
against her.
yeah, it's gonna be Nunez. I
Yeah.
mean, no disrespect to Megan Anderson. I mean, you're an animal if you get in there with Amanda Nunez.
And
but-
she's fine.
yeah.
She's fine.
Running into a Brazilian
She's
buzzsaw,
gorgeous.
though.
Yeah. Even Dana White volunteered Amanda Nunes' services to one of the Paul brothers.
Yeah.
Logan would
When-
get pieced by her. By
Yeah,
the
I
way.
keep
Just
mixing
throwing
them up.
that out
Logan
there.
and
I think it was Jake.
Jake,
I think
Logan and Jake. Yeah, one of
Yeah.
them called out Connor. So let's let her fight Amanda.
Oh,
first.
wait,
Let
it
him
might
fight
have been
Amanda
Jake,
first.
then.
Jake, yeah, because Logan's been caught up on that Floyd thing, so
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that just got canceled. So I think it was Jake, but either one, I think. She
Yeah,
take
either way, dude. Amanda Nunez in an MMA fight.
Yeah.
Come
I
on,
think
man.
Megan is significantly taller though.
Yeah, she might have the reach.
Significantly. Let me see. No, not 4 inches.
Yeah.
The reach is just 3 inches.
Yeah, that's
alright,
not bad.
alright.
It's not gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Nunez, we were talking about it earlier. What I say, she hasn't lost since 2014.
Yeah, her record's
Something.
24-0, and then
With-
Megan Anderson's record's 11-4-0. So imagine Megan Anderson going on a 9-win streak right now.
Yeah.
That then she'd have to be anywhere
Yeah,
near.
her 4 losses were super early. Nunez,
And I think Amanda's, how many title defenses does she have?
I don't know.
Between
She's the
both
GOAT.
weight classes, 145 and 135.
I don't think.
GOAT.
I don't know if has she even defended the 145 yet. I think. I
And
don't
she
think-
defended both, right?
Did she defend? I don't know if there's enough contenders at 145.
No, because who is it? Cyborg
Yeah,
went to
she's just gone,
Bellator
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
just to get a belt.
Yeah.
Nunez fucked her up.
Yeah.
right? I would go to Bellator too.
Yeah.
Yeah, railed her.
No
yeah.
chance at this belt anymore. I'm out.
Yeah, I would go over to Bellator too, bro.
And then what's below that? Straw weight,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
bantamweight, flyweight, right? Something like a flyweight. Yeah, I know flyweight's one of them. I might get messed up with the women's divisions. I know
Strawweight's like.
strawweight is
125.
Namajunas,
Uh,
Rose, right? Rose
Weili-
fights
Weili
strawweight.
Yeah.
Zhang, right? Is that? I don't know how to pronounce her name. The Chinese.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
who you're
Oh,
talking about.
Wei Li Zhang.
Yeah,
Zhang,
there you go.
with
Wei
Zhang.
Li Zhang. Yeah, she hasn't fought in a little bit, but she's really good as well. I don't know if she would move up and fight Amanda. They want her to fight
she's
Joanna
way
and
too late.
Jacek. I do not like Joanna.
No, I think they're way too late. Like maybe Valentina, right? Is she the champ at one?
No,
Wait.
she's not the champ anymore. I don't think. Whoa,
Really?
I'm being stupid.
I can't remember that.
No, I'm
I've
sure.
tr-
I'm sure she is. But I last I remember, I remember. Is she? Yeah, she may be strawweight champion right now.
Yeah. I think if anyone's gonna beat Nunez, it's gonna have to be somebody that's coming up, like a up and comer. That's just gonna be like.
She's the
an
current
absolute
flyweight
animal.
champion,
Flyweight.
Valentina, and I met Valentina as well. I got to meet a lot of people that were really, a few UFC fighters at Tiger Muay Thai when I was there. I met Valentina in 2019, and I met Khalil Roundtree in 2019 and 2020. We would train together. He helped hatch me in my last trip. 2021, isn't it?
Mhm.
2020, yeah, shit year.
Yeah, you got stuck in Thailand.
Yeah, for those who
huh?
don't know, I didn't even get to introduce this. I went to Thailand last year. I was gonna go for 6 weeks. I was gonna go. I went 2019 for 4 weeks to train at Tiger Muay Thai, and I was gonna go again 2020. You know, in COVID. The day after I left, Logan Airport here in Boston, and Phuket Airport closed. So I couldn't get a flight, couldn't get any kind of help at all, and thought I'd leave in 2 months. 2 months later, 8 months later. 8 months later, I finally come home. But I got to meet a lot of people. I met Valentina the trip before that. I met Khalil that trip, and we'd hang out a few times with like mutual friends. Me and him weren't that close, of course. You know what I mean? I'm not that cool. But he helped patch me a little bit. It was a great time over there. Great time. I saw Peter training. I didn't get to meet him, and a lot of other fighters. Who else came? Like GSP and Cody Garbrandt were training at Tiger, so it's really good gym. But my experience with Tiger Muay Thai is it's more of like a tourist juggernaut. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
Muay Thai
everybody
there.
knows what it is.
Yeah. So if you're going there for MMA, it's probably top tier MMA, other than AKA in Thailand. That's run by Mike Swick.
Mhm.
But if you're going for Muay Thai, it's very commercialized. It's much better with boxing and wrestling with George Hickman, Frank Hickman, the wrestling coaches over there. The MMA coaches are top tier, but the Muay Thai itself, I feel like it's kind of watered down just because it's a tourist juggernaut. There's crazy classes. There's beginner, intermediate, advanced fighter classes. So, you know, they kind of cater towards that, which is understandable. They want to make money.
Mhm.
Savages over there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolute savages. I cannot. Yeah, and then you know I was sparring with a lot of foreigners. There was this one dude. I don't want to say his name. I was about to say his name. I'm a dumbass. Totally tatted up from Holland, gold teeth, tatted from his neck down to his toes, face tats, like numbers on his face, all this crazy stuff. Heavyweight dude, like a Dutch kickboxer. So if you're not familiar with that, Dutch dudes, Holland dudes tend to spar 9 times harder. Like they're not. It's almost like a boxing because boxers, like the doghouse type rules, they spar super hard. Thais don't really. They fight every month, so they just kind of touch, like play tag. You know what I mean?
Technique, right?
And that's what I was going there for. Like, you know, it helps, you know, to fight, but you know, sparring a lot, it makes you better. You can't spar a lot if you're getting hit in the head all the time, like super
you
hard.
fight so much.
This
you
dude
can't
didn't
be
care at all. I'm
sparring,
145 pounds. This guy was probably 230
Yeah,
and
that's a
kicking me in
scary
my
dude.
head. Yeah, it's fucking nuts. What's the fight after that?
Blachowicz.
Yeah,
Oh
Blachowicz
yeah, we got
and
Izzy and stuff
man.
like that. I can visualize Izzy getting knocked out for some reason.
You think Izzy's gonna get knocked out?
I can visualize it. Yeah,
I
Polish
can
power,
see
baby.
it, but, I don't know. Like
I don't know,
my
man.
gut says Izzy. I'm going with my gut all card. Like Jan's pretty. I mean,
He may do the
John-
same thing he did
John
before.
Blachowicz, how do you say that?
Blachowicz.
Jan
Blachowicz.
Blachowicz.
right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say
Stiopic. That's how you
Blachowicz.
say it.
Yeah.
Stiopic.
I'm gonna be the Joey Diaz, just butchering
Yeah.
names on this. But,
He's good. Like I think Izzy's got a good chin. We've
I
seen
think
it
Izzy's
against
just-
Gastelum, but
It's just too quick.
yeah,
He's
I
had
mean,
a lot of experience, like 100 fights total.
Yeah,
like
kickboxing.
kickboxing fights and stuff like that. He did 4-man tournaments.
yeah.
So I'm not trying to discredit Izzy's
Yeah, I'm
ability at all.
Blachowicz is
But-
he's got the power advantage. He's a beast. But
Yeah.
He's coming off a good one against Reyes, but
Yeah, I
mean,
think Izzy can get it done.
Izzy walks around at 205,
Yeah,
right?
so he's not
Barely.
cutting
He
any-
says sometimes he actually weighs in less than middleweights, like weighs in 183, 184. And it looks like Jan from this picture walks around at
230.
no, probably
He's
230.
definitely got the size power advantage, but I just think
Izzy's taller.
I think Izzy's gonna
We'll
just
s-
that
yeah.
he's gonna pick apart that lead leg, and
We'll
I
see.
think it's just gonna be
Yeah.
a slow.
He's taller
fucking-
and longer in every direction. So 80-inch reach,
We'll see if he can.
44.5-inch legs.
I just don't know if Blachowicz is gonna be able to get that close to knock him
Yeah.
out.
He may do the same thing he did this entire time with Yoel.
Then
And,
again,
I mean,
and
Yoel
Paulo.
Andy did it to Paula Costa too.
Can Izzy hurt Blachowicz coming up? Like he's used to these light heavyweight
It's gonna
shots.
take a while. I think he's gonna chip away at that lead
Yeah.
leg though, and then he's just gonna
It's gonna be a
start
good fight.
picking apart.
It's either
that
a chip
face.
away thing or Jan gets frustrated with Izzy's movement, comes in hard, and gets caught with something.
Yeah,
I could see
yeah.
it going either way.
Like
I
a
mean,
head kick or something like
I
that.
think it'll be a good fight. I'm going Izzy though.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be
I
a
think it might be
banger. though.
Izzy.
I'm picking Jan.
All right.
There we go.
I'm picking Jan.
All
Let's
right,
see.
man. Excited for this card. 3
gonna be a good
title
one.
fights. Gonna be
Yeah.
electric.
Yep.
Any good prelims? I don't think. Dominic Cruz is on
Dominic
the
Cruz,
yeah.
pre.
prelim main
What?
event. That's a banger.
That's
a
sad.
banger.
And he just lost to, who did he just lose to?
Was it?
His last fight, he came back off this crazy layoff. Was
It
it
was
what?
an early stoppage, I think, too. On
Wasn't it
Henry
Cejudo?
Cejudo.
Cejudo.
Holy
Cejudo.
fuck! Yeah, it was Henry Cejudo. Where did he go? The triple champ.
Yeah, Triple C.
Yeah, triple C,
I mean,
baby.
that's a tough fight to come back to, and
Yeah.
that's a questionable stoppage. too,
Yeah,
if I
'cause
remember
he was up.
correctly.
He was-
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he wasn't. He slipped. He was getting punched. I don't
Right,
think
he was
dropped.
getting fucked up, but he was still like
He was, yeah.
he was able to defend
Yeah,
himself. I
yeah.
thought they called that one a
It
little
was an
early.
early one.
Yeah, I think the only reason why he's on the prelim is because he's fighting some dude I have no idea who he is. Casey Kenny.
Yeah.
Probably really good, Casey. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
No, I looked into him. He's got a good record and stuff, but he's not ranked yet. It's not like
yeah.
he's fighting
And
a
then
superstar.
and then
but-
the main card is just fucking stacked.
yeah. This is gonna be a great card. You, recommend watching this, even if you're a casual. I mean, this is gonna be a banger.
All right, guys. On that note, we're gonna go back to another break. We'll be back in a little bit. We'll probably go over a few of the previous fights, and then we'll wrap up over here. All right, guys. We were just talking shit about Stephen A. Smith. But we're not. We'll get into that a little bit later. We're just gonna go over our picks real quick, and wrap this thing up a little bit quick. Over UFC 259. Even into the early prelims, we're not gonna go over that really that much. I'm taking Kai. I just like Kai and City Kickboxing crew, as well as Brad Quake Riddell and all that crew, Izzy and everything like that. Dan Hooker. Fights after that. I'm not for. I know Song Yadong.
Oh yeah, yep.
Song you don't.
Yeah, I think his last knockout was absolutely incredible with the right
He
hand.
had a highlight, right?
Yeah, crazy power. Dominic Cruz just out of pure respect for me, so I'll take Song, Kai, Dominic Cruz.
Benavidez is on that card too.
No shit.
Yeah. Unless I don't
I
know.
feel bad for him.
Might-
Are you looking at the wrong shit?
No, dude. I get
'Cause there's
some
actually
fights. I get some fights you don't have.
There's only
you're looking at
this
the
actually looks
ESPN,
kind of
I
thin.
think.
You're right. This looks kind of thin. There's not a lot of
Yeah.
fights on this.
I
So
think there is missing a couple. Yeah.
and for
Alright,
the
so-
main card,
So why don't you go to the main card on yours
Main card.
Yeah,
and
he's on the
start
ESPN,
start
and
at the
it's different.
bottom.
Bottom
Yeah.
of the main card.
Yeah, start at the bottom of the main card, work your way up, and then just run through you three, because that way we'll be sure we touch them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing is, he's got like a fight that I don't know is
We'll put a-
happening.
we'll
That's
put a
why I'm
disclaimer.
confused.
Yeah,
If
I'll
it
put an
happens-
asterisk.
If it happens.
I don't even know the fucking people out of
little
there.
John
I'm-
Jones
I'm-
asterisk. Yeah,
I'm
asterisk.
completely fine with blaming ESPN for
Yeah.
our problems.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
alright with
Stephen
it.
A's fault.
Yep.
Anyway, all right. Thiago Santos against Rakic, the Rocket.
Yeah,
We'll
the
go with-
Rocket.
I'm going Thiago. What do you got?
I'm going Thiago on that.
Tiago,
fight,
yeah,
too.
Tiago.
Yeah, people forget coming off that tough loss.
Yeah.
John Jones and Teixeira, two fucking legends. So
If
Yeah.
it happens, Islam Makhachev, Drew Dober. I'm taking Islam if it happens.
Me as well.
Yeah.
all right, I'll go Islam too. I didn't even know that fight was happening. So
That's the bonus fight.
the maybe fight.
Piotr Jan, Aljamain Sterling. I'm going Aljo.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go Peter. It's gonna be that's the one I'm not touching as like a gambler. I'm not touching that fight. That's a toss up, man. But I'll give the slight edge to Peter Yan there.
Yeah, me as well. I think Peter's great. He's already a champ. He just beat up Jose. Didn't have the belt, did he? Who did he beat for the belt?
No, they fought for the belt. Neither of them had it.
It was a vacant belt,
vacated, yeah.
correct? It was a vacant. Yeah, I'll take Peter as well in that fight for sure.
What about Amanda Nunes, Megan Anderson.
I don't think any of us even
Yeah.
has to talk about our pick for this one. No disrespect to Megan Anderson. You're
Sure.
an animal. And
Yeah, she'll come back. She'll work her way up, maybe get another shot. But Nunes.
no one's running into that Brazilian.
She'll go back to the
person.
ladder, right? No, I think Megan may land a few nice shots on her, but Amanda
sure.
Nunes has lunch boxes for hands and,
Yeah.
and a fucking brick wall for a face.
Different animal. Man.
Different
Those
animal
Brazilian
entirely.
chicks
Yeah,
are built
yeah.
different,
She's on.
man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who's even next for Amanda after this one. I don't mean to talk in the
going-
future. You know what I
She's going
mean?
into the men, she's fighting.
Yeah.
She might
No,
have to,
she's
man.
fighting.
Max
Jake
Holloway.
Paul or whatever the fuck it is. For some money, then just retiring because
Yeah,
there's
I
no
don't
one else
see
for her
any
to fight her.
female stepping up. And
Unless you
beating
guys
her,
want to see
man.
a trilogy with Valentina Shevchenko, because I think
Yeah.
she beat her once.
That might be
Okay,
good.
that might be the only one that
Yeah.
would draw my appeal at this point, dude.
Yeah.
She's ran through everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That rematch would be good to watch.
Then we got Jan Blachowicz, Israel, Adesanya going Izzy.
Is he going champ? It's too technical, too fast.
Champ.
Yeah, I think the fight will be a lot, very similar to the last two fights Izzy's fought. Honestly, I wanted to see him fight. I was torn between John Jones going to heavyweight and Izzy fighting John Jones. You know what I mean? That's like two great options because
Yeah.
John has been just tearing apart the light heavyweight division. There's no options for him there. And Izzy's there's still some options, I guess. People like I would see Izzy fight Darren Till, even though he's not really in title contest. He kind of is. But I'm gonna take Jan on that fight. Jan, for some reason, I think I can imagine Jan catching him with something. Or if it's not that, Izzy's going to catch Jan coming in because he's going to get super frustrated by Izzy's movement in and out, side to side, lateral movement, and Izzy's going to head kick him and catch him when he's coming in.
Yeah, that dude can throw a fucking mean kick.
His
man.
kicks are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
That
pick-
kickboxing.
picked apart Paulo Costa, man. That dude's a beast. Absolutely picked him apart.
And now all of his Instagram posts are getting shit on by Izzy's fans.
Yeah.
Every single, like, super slow. Like, you do that with Izzy, you know what I mean? You're doing the same shit, and he's, like, posting all these training videos and stuff with no captions. He's cutting the comments because people are just, railing him
That's Costa.
on Instagram. Yeah, Paulo. Yeah.
That's
And
a
then
tough
Izzy
go
doesn't
for
help,
him,
but
though.
Izzy teabagging him.
Yeah.
After the fucking fight, right?
That's how Izzy is, though. You know, he's
That's
got a little
hilarious.
showboat in him.
Yeah.
I just don't see it. Jan could catch him. The power difference, the weight difference. He's going up, so it's always dangerous to go up. That dude's got heavy hands.
And this
We
is
saw that against Reyes. so-
exactly, yeah. This is March 6th, so
Yeah, this is gonna be a fucking banger, guys.
we'll
I
be
hope
back
you're
next
ready.
week, right? So we won't have a decision on that, really. We'll be back next week, depending.
Listen, I'll set it up if you guys show up. You know what I mean?
All right, we'll definitely recap this card. The
Yeah.
recap after this card's gonna be a fucking banger. I'll let you guys know how I did on my bets that night. Hopefully it'll be. I'm on a little hot streak right now. So.
Yeah, I used to go
Definitely
to
on the
Buffalo
street.
Wild Wings all the time, but they cut those fights, didn't they? The one right next to Dick's.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
They don't show
Dude.
them anymore. I used to go there every night.
Dude, don't worry about where you're watching that fight.
We're gonna
You're-
stream
you're
it, guys.
sworn
Dana
in
White,
now.
love you.
You're sworn
Gonna
in.
strain it. Yeah.
All right, it's been real, guys. Episode 1.
Yes,
Hopefully
for
we'll
sure.
be back for
Octagon
sure.
Dons, is that what it is?
Octagon Dons.
Octagon
Yeah.
Dons, yeah. I like it. I like how I think I'm going to keep it. So,
Alright,
and we're already
there we
doing the
go.
graphic designing. So I think
yeah.
I
Sarah's
think we'll
got
have
the
something
graphics.
something nice next time for sure. Ready to go.
Right.
All right, guys.
We will
It's been
see you
real.
next time. All right.